just finished shooting sunrise at Maroon Lake for the iconic Maroon bells photo that everyone is very, very fond of, especially in the fall. It's beautiful here. Definitely can see why people do it. Got pretty lucky though. There was maybe 3 or 4 of us here this morning with tripods. Partially because it's Monday, so that it helps. The timing worked out for me to be here on a relatively non-busy morning. Fun little thing happened. This guy showed up and he wanted to do my portrait. It's a little project that he does. His name was Adam. He's from Texas, so I'd be interested to see that photo. It's pretty cool that guy did that. I'm gonna go do some hiking now, see if I can find any other photos. All right, let's go. One thing I will say, I usually go on these trips and get out into nature so I can get away from people. Not that I hate people or anything, it's just that my job, I'm around people constantly, and it's nice to just kind of get out and be alone and have some time to think to yourself and just enjoy the beauty of the world that's around you. But when you do come to places like this, you do end up meeting really, really nice people. The people that are in the nature community, I guess if you want to call it, are usually really nice, really friendly, definitely willing to help you out or give you trail knowledge that they have or things like that, and that's really cool. So, oh, and if you were thinking about bringing a drone to the Maroon Bells, don't do it. It's a $500 fine. Pretty hefty for a drone. And if anyone wants to explain to me why it's illegal, like I don't get why you can't just fly something up in the air and record video. But that's just me. Interesting question. Can you really come to Aspen and not take pictures of aspens? You be the judge. So, serious conversation. When you come into nature, please don't feel the need to carve your name into trees. I will never understand why people want to do that or do that, but I see it so much and it's so unnecessary. And please just come and enjoy nature. Like, no one cares that you love someone. Like, if you love someone, yeah, that's cool, but you don't need to put it on a tree for people to see for forever. Like, I mean, you're basically graffitiing nature. Like, you might as well have spray painted the tree. It's, yeah, frustrating. I'm rambling, but seriously, don't carve your name in the trees. It's ridiculous. It really is. All right, having a little bar breakfast. Switch to the sunglasses. The sun's in my face. I think I'm gonna go back to the car, make some breakfast. Maybe I'm just a little hangry. Like, I'm actually angry or just upset, annoyed about the tree thing. But I'm gonna go eat and just mellow out for a second and then decide what I want to do. So, back to the car. Okay, just finished eating breakfast and I'm headed back into Aspen to get some service so I can
so I can GPS how to get to the Crystal Mill, which is my next location. So here we go. Absolutely beautiful drive over here. So I'm coming down this road and I see this fox and I get all excited and I'm just, oh, he just kind of dived into the trees. And then I park and I see him dart across the road again, like right behind where I parked, maybe a few 100 yards up from where I originally saw him. Then he goes over into this person's yard and then back across the street. I didn't have a lot of time with him or her. Didn't really get a great shot, but I will throw it up. But pretty cool. Definitely the coolest unexpected wildlife moment of the trip so far. I'm just getting things together and getting ready to start the hike. So here we go. Okay, so I made it up the hill. And that's supposed to be the hardest part of the hike. So should be, for the most part, smooth sailing. Got a nice view of the Crystal River down below me. Yeah, definitely if you don't have four-wheel drive, I would not come down the second part. You might be able to make it up the hill without four-wheel drive, but definitely not after that. Got another 4 miles to go to get there. And I'm sharing the road with a lot of vehicles, so hopefully people are being cautious and courteous and I don't get ran over. All right, let's get hiking. Okay, so just finished the next section of hill. It was nowhere near as bad as the first one. It was steep, but definitely nowhere near the same amount of distance. So you come up and you get to Lizard Lake and it forks, the road path forks around the lake, and you want to go right at that fork. It's kind of confusing. The path is a little bit obvious because I want to say all the four-wheelers and ATVs that come through here, you can kind of tell. But yeah, you want to go to the right, officially. All right, I'm going to keep walking. So I just got here to the Crystal Mill. GoPro batteries. Frustrating. So I didn't film hardly much more until I got here because I'm on my last battery. But pretty cool. Hike is beautiful. Definitely recommended. Quick recap. So, shoot went really well. Got some shots that I like. Was kind of having some difficulties balancing the shadows and highlights. That's to be expected because it's like 1 o'clock or something. Officially 2:12, excuse me. So it took me a while to get out here, taking breaks and taking photos, that's typical for me. But what I wanted to talk about is, so I ran into this guy, and he comes up, says hello, and I guess, long story short, he kind of owns the land that the mill is on. If you want to, you can sign a waiver, and you can go beyond the ropes because you are on private property, and you can get some different shots if you want. And he offered that to me, which makes sense because I show up with a tripod. I'm a good person to ask, I guess. But I just have never been really the type to want to pay for nature. So I basically politely said no. There's this ethical thing for me about paying for nature. It's like, how do you charge people for something that was put here? And, whatever you believe in, however you think all this got here. Like, this was put here for people to enjoy, and I'm definitely not trying to say that that guy doesn't have a right to make a living or anything like that. Like I said, it's a tricky subject. He was saying how when he was growing up, that you'd hardly ever see one person out there a month, but this past Saturday, they had a counter count 160 vehicles, not including hikers, come out here. So it's just crazy. And I had to admit to him as well. Like, the only reason I knew about this place was because of the internet. And if you're watching this video, thank you, by the way, for watching. If you're watching this video and you didn't know about this place, that's how you're gonna find out about it. And if you think it's really cool and want to go check it out, you're gonna come down here because of something you saw on the internet. So I think that goes without saying that myself, as well as other people who are photographers or content creators or anything like that, where you're encouraging people to get off the couch, so to speak, and get out and enjoy the outdoors. Maybe I am contributing to, people carving their names on trees. Someone sees a photo of out here and they say, oh, that's cool. And then that might be a person that comes out and carves on a tree. So am I directly responsible? I don't know, If you don't follow Nick Page on YouTube, you definitely should. But he talks about how he just quit geotagging places on Instagram. Like, if people want to find it, they can find it themselves. He's not gonna help people. He's not gonna bring bad people to these locations or make it easy for them anyway. So I don't know. I just wish that there were an easy solution to it. So having said that, my moral obligation, I think, now is to tell you that when you come to these places, please respect nature. Please don't carve your name on trees. Please don't leave your trash out here. Like, people come out here to enjoy it. People don't come out here to see your trash or to see your name carved on a tree, or take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my hike. Technically speaking, by technically I mean actually speaking, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I forgot to, and by forgot I mean I was so tired last night that I didn't film an outro or whatever you want to call them. So. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
drove from the Crystal Mill area, which is had to go north to Glenwood Springs and then east all the way to Denver, which is like a 3-hour drive. There was these ridiculous construction spots creating these traffic delays. Oh man. So yeah, didn't quite get to where I was going. Wanted to go for sunset, and sunrise this morning was a bust, so I just slept a little bit extra in the car, and now I'm headed back. So headed to Roxborough State Park now, and I'm going to use that as an opportunity to end the episode, and then I'll start the next episode with me getting to Roxborough. So